Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith, bringing you news from beyond the mirror from the other world. Now, I am very, very pleased to see you guys again. It is such a pleasure to finally be making another video on Seven Nights, the English server. Now, they've been releasing a lot of new characters very quickly on the English server, and it's been very interesting to be reviewing so many characters so quickly. I just reviewed a character it's not so long ago on the English server, and they're yet releasing another one. This is Santou. I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know who she is, but it's still pretty cool to be reviewing her finally, because she's such an interesting character, and there's something I wanted to tell you guys about, and that's mixing formation. Now, a lot of characters have this effect, mixing formation. A lot of people seem to underestimate it, and I wanted just to point out that this is something you should not underestimate. Why do I say that? Because mixing formation could mean death. You could have someone very weak in the back. Like, say you have, I don't know, Dellins. He's probably the biggest case scenario. A lot of people have him in the back, and say he gets switched to up front. That means he's more eligible to be attacked, and his void shield could go away quite quickly, and he could be pierced by an attack that you do not want him to be attacked by. So that's worst case scenario, and mixing formation can be very deadly. So having a character like this on your team is a very good thing. And another thing I wanted to point out about her is she can reflect damage. Now, reflecting damage is very useful. Now, most of these characters I would recommend getting a max HP and defense build, because reflecting damage can mean death for your enemy team, especially when you put them up front. So having max HP so they can take a lot of punishment is definitely a good idea. Remembering to put them up front, kind of like a lot of characters do have this effect. I believe one of the knights has this effect, if I can remember. Yeah, one of them has it. But yeah, this is a very important effect, and having them up front, as I said before, is a very good idea. Now, piercing is something else that I like to talk about, and it's very important, because a lot of characters have void shield. But when you have tanks, now she isn't exactly a tank, she's universal, but you can turn her into a tank by giving her max HP items. But tanks, piercing doesn't really do any good for them, especially Rudy, because he has reduced damage. Now, this is something else I wanted to point out about this character here. Now, Santou, her max HP is at level 40. She's only 343 below a universal knight's max HP, and that is a very good thing. Now, a lot of you are probably like, hey, that's a lot of HP still, but 343, was it? Yeah, I think it was 343. It's still a it's a decent gap, but if you max her out in HP, I'm pretty sure she would do very well on your team. In Arena, she would probably do excellent. Now, I would definitely recommend leveling this character up to level 40. So definitely open up those packs, those card packs, and try to find her, because she is a very useful character. And these characters are very easy to upgrade, as I said before, because, well, they're easy to find. I just found 2 of him just not too long ago, and I got him from a selector as well. So be sure to get these characters and level them up to 40, because they are very good characters. Now, as for the new character Santou, she is, my overall review on her is definitely very good character. Seven Nights keeps releasing new characters. I don't know if I really need her on my team right now, though, I'll be honest with you, because my team is already pretty packed, and I have a lot of the knights. Now, I didn't want to bother getting all the knights like Rudy, because an Awakened, what's his name? Awakened Evan is coming out soon, I believe, but please don't think I know when the Awakened characters will be released, because I really don't. I don't know when, but just in case I have Evan hanging around here, And when he's released, awakened, I'll be able to awaken him right away. So that being said, I was going to tell you guys about something else. I was going to give you a few pointers on team and how to utilize your team in a very special way. One thing I wanted to point out is don't have double effects. What I mean by double effects is two characters that have the same effect. It does not stack. Please remember, two effects do not stack. Remember to have characters that have multiple team buffs as well as status effects, because if you have a character that has the same buff as a knight, the knight's buff is just going to overpower them because, well, it's the greater buff. The stronger buff is just going to overpower the weaker buff. If you have one character that increases critical max by 30%, while the other knight increases critical max by 40%, the knight's powers are just going to overtake theirs. So yeah, that's all the time I have for my video, guys. We'll be talking more about critical max and all that other crazy stuff in another Let's Play. But for now, bye.